Hello everybody. Today is August 1st, 2024, and today I would like to introduce to you the new important feature in timing solution. This is new astronomical module to reveal cycles, to the model that allows to reveal astronomical cycles. You see the major feature here. We apply the double statistical verification of astronomical cycles. We apply two different criteria there. Firstly, we apply Bartels-Tarasov cyclical significant test to get a statistical confirmation of astronomical cycle, and we apply Wolford analysis. This is based on Robert Pardo idea. So this is what we do in this model, and why this is important. This is important to apply two different statistical criteria. If we apply two different statistical criteria that are based on different ideas, on different statistical procedures, this way we can decrease the random error of our calculations. Random error. You see, it seems to me I need to do some short explanation of basic of error theory. You see, they divide errors in two categories, in two types. First, this is a systematic error, or if we speak about scientific experiment, instrumental error. This is then something wrong with our device. Or in calculation, for example, in timing solution, we forgot to set parallax option in ephemeris, and we will get some results off. This is because we did something wrong in our calculation, in our measurement, and our whatever. This is systematic error, and usually we can control it. Another story, this is random error. Often we cannot control this error too much. This is kind of a tax we pay to Mother Nature. I will show you example of a random error. I calculated in timing solution. You see, in timing solution there is possibility to generate a random price chart, totally random price chart. It means that this chart is impossible to forecast. This is just random movement. And I calculated spectrum and choose some cycle. Doesn't matter. There are no peaks here. Just this cycle. It's 65 cycle for this random chart. So this is random cycle for random price chart. So this is zero information. But you see, if we look at the Wolford analysis, I have found this example. We see very good Wolford analysis result. You see, this is red bars represents that 11 times forecast was good and only 3 times forecast was not good. This is extremely good results. But you see what it means. It means random error, nothing else. It's no information here. What can we do this situation? Not too much, but usually what I recommend to analyze this cycle from different points of view. By the way, this is why I recommend timing solution forecast protocol to analyze cycle standard the way, then apply a fundamental analysis. So to decrease random error, I recommend to analyze cycle using different statistical procedures. This is what we will do now. And now it's time to run timing solution, and I run timing solution. Here it is. I have downloaded here gold price. And you see, just now I just explain you the basic interface, how new astronomy model works. It's located here. And this, you see this button, this is new astronomy model. While you click it, you will get, as in old model, you will get this cycle. This is sun, this is annual cycle. By the way, displaying it in text format, it will be less problem with glyphs, astronomical glyphs. Okay, you see this is by default annual cycle. Let's have this display this cycle this way, and I just compare this cycle annual cycle with old model. I click old model, and you see here it is, and you see a little bit difference between this model, because if you need, you can use this parameter, amount of overtones. If we increase amount of overtones, we will get pretty much close projection line as an old model. You see, they're getting close. But for our needs, I believe we need less amount of overtones. So if you need more detailed projection line, just increase the amount of overtones. Okay, so what next? Choosing the cycle, the planet, you can calculate any astronomical cycle, and program automatically recalculates projection line. And the most important feature, the program automatically recalculates the statistical information for this cycle. For this cycle, moon-sun, this is moon-synodic cycle. The program displays this is walk-forward analysis and Bartels cyclical significance test. As an example, I will choose one cycle. I know that this cycle works for gold. What I can do, I can use standard feature cycles library, click it. You see, you will get this panel with cycles, different cycles. I will choose Mars, Saturn, Helio cycle. And now I can close this library. You see, click this button. Once again, click this button. So, open library, it's here. You can pick up any cycle here and close library, clicking this button. And you see most bars are red here. It means that the correlation between projection line and price is positive. So this cycle is suitable to make forecast. Also, Bartels value, Bartels Tarasov actually, cyclical significant test shows 10.85%. It's good score for this cycle. It means that this cycle looks very promising, because two different criteria, statistical criteria, walk-forward analysis shows 62.5%. Red bars, and this Bartels Tarasov, it shows 10%, almost 11%. It's good. This cycle is good. And you see, while you choose this cycle, the program automatically, because this cycle is too slow for this data set. Let's choose some another cycle like Saturn, Sun, Saturn, Moon, and so on. A Moon in heliocentric does not work. Just a sec. Yeah. So you see, while you choose the cycle, the program automatically recalculates the statistical parameter for this cycle. You see, this cycle is not good because Bartels and walk-forward efficiency, it's not good. And you see, this is very important. You see, this is a lot of calculation, and we need this speed for future, because we are approaching the new Rubicon. To calculate cycles, to verify and calculate cycles more precisely. It will be tuning it later. It will be developed this feature. This is how it works. So you can choose any planetary combination here, any zodiac, Geo and Helio. Also, you can set amount of harmonics, or set this, you see, divide 2. For example, I want to calculate, let's it will be, I will choose annual cycle, and close it. And let's say I will choose, set it 2. It will be double annual cycle. It's 24-month cycle. So this is 2-year cycle. This is how it works. Or you can calculate half of annual cycle. It's 182-day cycle. Or you can calculate this cycle to 3 parts. So let's set it to 1. Next option. No, let's check calculate half annual cycle, it seems to me this cycle works. Yeah, looks like this cycle works. Last years works also, you see it's red here, but before it worked okay. And you see we can calculate this cycle in normal mode, but you can also invert this cycle. You see choosing this option, and now the cycle is inverted. Okay, and pay attention, while you choose option I inverted, the program shows these red bars. It's just reminder for you that you set this option on, so that you show, that you display inverted cycle, not normal cycles. Also, you pay attention, you can calculate cycle based on all available price history, this is permanent cycle, or you can calculate cycles based on temporary, based on last one, or let's say 3 cycles, last 3 years. And you see, in this case, it shows red bars as well here. So red bars here is just to reminder that you set this option some non-standard way. Okay. Also, what you can do else, you can add. No, actually, this option work pretty much the same as in Spectrum module. You can do after RPO. After program sets relative price oscillator according to analyzed cycles, or you can set own relative price oscillator as a target, or you can set a rate of change, or you can calculate close or any indicator like MACD and so on. So everything is possible. So it's totally flexible. You can work in normal mode, final forecast, or you can set LBC and use this model in backtesting and apply this model in backtesting mode. So everything is possible. Now we can put any cycle to cycle box. You see, look at this button, plus button. When you click this button, the program automatically puts this cycle, half-year cycle, to a cycle box. Here it is. Okay, I will choose some another cycle, Mars-Saturn cycle. Okay, I close it, and I do not need inverted. I will, let's say, will permanent cycle, and I put this cycle to cycle box 2. Just example. And let's choose some annual cycle. Annual cycle. Just example. Yes. Okay, and there are 3 cycles in cycle box. You can remove any cycle, or you can remove any cycles, or you can invert any cycle, or invert it again. Now there are 3 cycles in cycle box. You can now you can display here. It shows you see this projection line. This is superposition based on these 3 cycles. By the way, pay attention to these options. Here they are. This is superposition. You can display it or do not display it. This is cycle box. This is these 3 cycles. You can, if you need to display these 3 cycles in separate panel, set this option on. Otherwise, we can do not display it. Or and you can display a current cycle, current choosing cycle. I continue to play with different cycles, and you see current cycles is here. You see, or I can hide it. So everything is possible. It's flexible here. Now you can close this cycle box windows. Click this button, cycle box, or you can display cycle box again. Next parameter, this is LC equal 1. This is how program treats the last cycle. Because sometimes forecast works better if we last cycle, last period, we invert projection line on this last cycle. In this Actually, it will be explained in next classes because this is important feature. So you can invert life cycle, setting to -1. By the way, pay attention, red bar is here, or display, use a normal setting, it's a standard wave. We treat cycle standard way. And this is sample size. Sample size, our forecast is based on 24 cycles. We can increase, let's make forecast, let's calculate statistic based on, let's be 50 cycles, 50. Okay, click OK, it shows this, you see, it's more detailed. But you see only 55 because not enough price history. Okay, let's set it 25. Sample size 25. Okay, so this is the interface. As you see, it's a very standard interface. Later I will explain this feature, run expert. It's available in Terra version only. Some option is still under construction. Here there is button here, tuning. And you see the most important feature here, this is this information bar, information panel. This one, Bartels and walk-forward analysis, and this walk-forward analysis chart. So you see, while you choose any cycle, the program automatically recalculates the statistical information for this cycle. Let's explain you more. Oh, by the way, pay attention. Uranus cyanotic cycle, for some reason it works. You see, walk forward efficiency 68, and yeah, and Bartels Tarasov is good, 9.43%. Okay, now I will explain you this statistical information in this new module. Now I would like to explain you how to read these digits, Bartels and WFA, walk forward efficiency. You see, this is Mars Saturn heliocentric cycle. This is projection line, and you see Bartels here, Bartels Tarasov actually, but we call it Bartels. It will be shorter. You see, Bartels shows 10%. It's good. And walk forward efficiency, it's 62%, It means that 62% bars are red here. This is a good value as well. So both Bartels and WFA are good, and they are red. So you need to pay attention to cycles when Bartels red and WFA red. You see, I will check one by one. It's not red here. Yeah, Bartels good, but walk forward analysis not good. Both red, and Bartels and walk forward analysis. Half annual cycle. Oh, half annual cycle, by the way, it works. Quarterly cycle. Yeah, okay, let me show you, I will show you this slide, how to read these digits. So, Bartels. Bartels, this is, it shows how this cycle fits this price history. This is kind of a statistical confirmation of cyclical significance. Walk forward analysis, this is walk forward efficiency value, works how walk forward analysis works for this cycle. It shows you how this cycle is suitable for forecasting. This is not the same. Statistical significance and forecastability, this is not the same. So what I recommend to you, how I recommend to you to read these values. If Bartels is 17% and higher, it's very good Bartels. If it's 7% higher than 7%, it's good. It's still red. But if it's higher 6 to 5%, and sample size is big enough, more than 25, it means that no, we don't know, we're not sure is it a good cycle or is not or not. But we need to pay attention to this cycle. If Bartels higher than 65%, just pay attention to this cycle. Maybe it works, maybe not, we don't know. Walk forward analysis, it's easy. If 65% it's very good, and or 75% very good, and 58% it's good. So you need to pay attention to these two digits, Bartels and walk forward efficiency. And let's check cycles using these digits. Okay, you see this cycle is not good. The walk forward efficiency good, but you see maybe it makes sense to pay attention to this cycle. Walk forward efficiency good, 58%, but Bartels since almost 5%. Maybe it works. We can play with this cycle. Mercury synodic, not good, not good. Mars synodic. Not good, Jupiter. By the way, this cycle looks interesting. Uranus synodic cycle. As you see, Bartels shows 7.5 and WFA shows 66.7. So pay attention, then a lot of red here. Also, by the way, pay attention to, you see these cycles are good. Last three bars are red. But in this case, Mars-Saturn heliocentric cycle, it's good. It's still good. I will show you some example. Yeah. You see, it's possible this cycle works, but last cycle it does not work good, so or it works in inverted mode. So also pay attention how this cycle works or recent data. I recommend last 3 bars. If last 3 bars are red, it's good. If one of these bars are blue, it's maybe not so good. So once again, you need to pay attention to this Bartels and walk forward analysis. All this record should be red, like this one. Next step, I would like to show you some tricks how to use this module. Okay, I will put this cycle to cycle box. And now I will check other cycles. You see annual cycle Bartels and WFA not good, but if we analyze Venus cycle, you see Venus cycle it works from the point of view of Bartels, but walk forward efficiency it's not good. In this case, I recommend to do this. I recommend to play with these parameters. You see parameters in this yellow panel. This panel, yellow, and this panel. Later, I will add the possibility to do this procedure automatically, but you can do it this way. We will analyze not permanent cycle, but let's check how the cycle works in a temporary status, when if a cycle is based on last 12 cycles. If we build projection line based on last 12 cycles. Okay, and let's decrease. You see it changes, WFA changes. Yep. Yeah, maybe it makes sense to use these temporary cycles with stock memory 5, and also maybe you see we play with this parameter. I will check it. This one. Okay, maybe this is preferable because last cycle is not inverted. You see, last bar is red, not blue. Okay, let's check this option. Nope. 5. Okay, maybe this cycle works. And we can. I will add this cycle to cycle box, and you see I will remove last current cycles and will display only superposition based on these 3 cycles. But here I recommend to do this. I recommend to use this feature. You see, we can save these cycles to clipboard. Just a second, click this button and there is option save the cycle to clipboard for as FA model, FAM model. Okay, I do that. And now I do this. I run neural net model and just a sec, and paste this model from clipboard. So this cycle now in neural net model, and I click do all to train neural net. Wait a bit. Okay, you see, this is a forecast based on using neural net model. Forecast based on these cycles. I will display this projection line this way. You see green, blue. This is neural net model. And another possibility, we can save these cycles into clipboard for QBox model. Okay, I click this button, choose highlight this item, save as QBox model, and now I run QBox model and paste this cycle to this model. Click this button, paste here. The cycles are here. I calculate, and now I will find predictable zones based on these cycles. Okay, I will make invisible new model, Astro model, and now we have predictable zones based on this cycle, and neural net projection line based on these cycles. So of course I recommend more these different cycles. I do a lot of experiments now. This is totally different approach. I hope it will work. It seems from first glance, it seems to me this approach works. Okay, thank you. I almost forgot to show you very important feature in new model, Astro model. You see, I make it visible now, Astro cycles model. Here it is. Okay, I remove all cycles now, clicking here, and now look at this. In Terra version, there is this button, Run Expert, and you see program will conduct total analysis for all cycles automatically. It works fantastically fast. Click here, and a few seconds, and you will get list of these cycles. And you see, firstly cycle, this is Venus synodic. By the way, half annual cycle works for what's that? Gold. Yeah. Pay attention. It's a very good work for efficiency, extremely good. Very good Bartels. So I recommend to use this cycle to your analysis. By the way, clicking this button, you can put this cycle. You see, this is expert panel. This is cycles sorted by Bartels. expert cycles that has been found by expert. And you can put this cycle to cycle box. Okay, I put firstly this cycle, Venus synodic cycle looks good. Then half cycle, Mars Saturn, yep. Uranus, I don't know. Quarter chronal. You see, maybe this cycle works. I don't know what period of this cycle. 200. Let's. I will increase. Maybe works, maybe don't. I don't know. Okay. So you see, you can put these cycles from expert system to cycle box. So now I close expert, and now I can send this cycle to farm model for neural net or QBox model for QBox model. And later I will work now with new feature, another feature for Terra. It will be additional feature that allows to just cycle more precisely, tuning. So this is what we have now. Actually, it's very this model looks very promising from my point of view. So thank you.